Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecca Warehouse, and today we're back with weekly update number 162. Let's jump right into it with weekend review. This is where I talk about what's been going on, things like that. And I guess first off, thank you for a successful Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend. It was a solid weekend. I think we did more business this weekend than we did last year, which is always a good thing, I think. And that was good. We are working really hard to try to get caught up, as well as ship out. We got the Hexagear mystery boxes, I believe, just shipped out yesterday. We got the redacted boxes. Those materials arrived. We're hoping to send those out today. At least that was the plan. We do have an unplanned absence today on Thursday, so we're trying to figure out how to fill in that gap, I guess, today, and try to stay caught up as much as we can. But we're doing relatively good on shipping orders. I'd say we would be basically caught up end of day today if it wasn't for that absence. If not, then definitely by like Friday morning we would be caught up through then pretty much. And whether we get caught up to that point or not by then is more up in the air because of the unplanned absence. So hopefully we get that figured out. A couple other things to kind of talk about. One of the big ones is we've been struggling the last few weeks with warehouse space, not on like space in general, but organizational space for things like kits. The restock we had right before Black Friday, a lot of those items ended up sitting on carts through the Black Friday weekend, and we've been working on trying to get them homes in the shelves, basically, because certain things ran out or could get moved to a low quantity cart. But we don't seem to have enough shelf space right now for everything we have in stock, and we've been getting a lot more larger restocks with a lot more variety of kits in them, and that's kind of creating problems there. We're looking to probably address that in two ways. One, we're toying with some ideas to reorganize some of the small items. We've got a small item rack that we've used already. We've kind of built one out of pallets months ago for like Bandai builder parts, for example. A lot of the MSG stuff is currently either on the shelves or on these half racks that we use to organize things on the shelves and make better use of that space. We're toying with the idea of taking those half racks off of the shelves, putting them as end caps, and thus freeing up a few more spots on the shelves themselves, and then also potentially hanging up some pegboard on the ends of the rows to let us get some pegs and some ways to organize some of the small MSG bags, for example. And we'll probably implement that in the next couple of weeks, and that'll hopefully free up some space. And then the other way is just adding another row of shelves. I think that's in our future, just the way the product mix is kind of changing. Less deep stock of more items means that we need more shelves. So that's probably coming up as well, and we'll have to figure out exactly where we're putting those and how we're going to organize them. We do have the floor space for them, so we're just going to have to figure out how to do that. On the topic of restocks, we do have some more large restocks coming. We actually had a shipment arrive yesterday that's being checked in right now that I didn't even know that it was actually on the way because I'd never received tracking. Solid 6 pallets. Most of it's large items, so it's not that big of a mix, but a bunch of PGs we haven't had in a long time, and some other master grades. A master grade that hasn't been printed in a long time, the Amazing Red Warrior, I think. So that's just one, and there's some other restocks that are either on the way or about to be on the way over the next couple of weeks that are going to be pretty large as well. So it's really exciting stuff. And then finally, I want to touch on the charity stream real quick. This year I'm planning it for Saturday, the December 30th, and probably like last time, we're going to do like a 12-hour charity stream. Not sure what I'm building for it yet, but we will be raising money for Shriners Hospitals for Children. There's a whole story to that. Maybe I'll touch on that in more detail, maybe next time or in a separate video. But we've been raising money for Shriners Hospitals for Children for a few years now, and been fairly successful at it. So hopefully we'll be even more successful this year. It's a great cause, a great organization, and I'm looking forward to that. But stay tuned for more info. We've already got some giveaway prizes have been donated that are on the way, so we'll have that information soon too. Hopefully a lot of giveaways, a lot of good stuff, and hopefully we'll do a lot of good work for a great cause. That said, I think that's it for weekend review, so let's move on to team picks. This is where the guys on the team show off something that they built recently. Let's go take a look.
Hey everyone, Chad here. For today's pick, I brought in the Gelgoog 2.0, specifically Johnny Ridden's Gelgoog. This is a color variation of Char's Gelgoog, where the paint gets swapped out for red and then the chest is black. This is my first Galgoo that I built, and I wanted to put in extra work with it. It's a very big kit with a lot of surface area, so I applied every single decal I could that the manual said. Then I applied a matte top coat to it. This is the first time I'm doing both of those, so this was definitely a little bit of an experiment. The kit ended up being much larger than I thought it would be. It's very powerful silhouette, very intimidating. It's got a lot of weapons included. I very much enjoyed this process, even if painting gave me some problems. But overall, I'd recommend grabbing one. Galgoos are pretty cool.
Hi, this is Sean from Michael Warehouse. Today I brought in the high-grade Gym Custom. It is the one featured in Stardust Memory 0083, piloted by Lieutenant Burning, one of my favorite characters from that series. This is a great kit that has a pale color, so you can use it for a great paint test. There's a few seam lines for a 12-year-old kit. That's not surprising, but it's got a really nice design. There are thrusters on the bottom of the feet that are really good for trying some detail painting. Only issue is some people don't like that it has the 90-degree articulation instead of the higher articulation points, but it's great posability, comes with a gun and one beam saber.
All right, that is it for Team Picks. Let's move on to Q&A. This is where I answer questions from you, the viewers. If you have a question you want answered, please post it down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer it next week. I think we got questions from 2 people this week. First up, Infernal Saxon. Question, Strike Gundam or Impulse Gundam? Which do you like more? I don't know, let me look. A lot of the seed designs are pretty cool in general, so I don't know. I guess I would lean towards the Impulse maybe. I know nothing about what they do in the series itself, so I don't know which one's cooler from that perspective, but pure looks, I think I like the Impulse slightly more. Fun question, how many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Pop? It's either 1 or 1,000,000, and you can interpolate why. Okay. Next up, Plastic Germs. Question, do you find it easy to turn off work mode when you get home to the family? Definitely not. I wish I could say yes, but it's definitely hard. My brain's always going. I definitely have like ADD stuff going on sometimes, and it's not necessarily me scrolling through social media like a lot of people have the issue of not being able to like unplug and then be in the moment with their families. For me, it's often business stuff. So I often have my phone, but I'm looking at business emails. I get an invoice from a vendor or a customer comment or request or something, and I'm looking at it because I can't like avoid it. I'm trying really hard to. I think I'm doing better at it than I used to, but it's definitely always a struggle trying to separate like work from home life. And then, fun question, have there been any scammers lately trying to buy multiples of one item? Not really. A lot of the scammer activity, or I don't know if it was necessarily scammers, it was scalpers more so. A lot of the scalper activity seems to have dried up. I think they're realizing that there is a lot of product available and people are getting smarter, they're looking for deals. So it's harder to buy stuff even when it's on a deep sale and then turn it around for even MSRP than it used to be, when before you could buy stuff at MSRP or a slight discount and sell it for 2x the retail value. We've definitely engaged with some, we'll say, wholesale customers who have wanted to purchase larger quantities of something. They might be selling on marketplaces, they might be selling in their own store, but they're looking for wholesale stuff, and we've been doing that for products that we have a lot of. Obviously not selling our limited quantity stuff at wholesale prices. So we've seen a little bit of that, but I feel like the scalper problem has mostly gone away, at least from my end. I'm not sure what you guys are seeing out there, but there's so much more product available right now and in better quantities that the whole scalping thing doesn't work as well, because the demand to availability has kind of leveled out a bit, if that makes sense. So thank you guys for the questions. Like I said at the beginning, if you have questions you want answered, post them down in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer next time. Thank you for watching. See you next time.